Welcome back, cryptids of the internet, to another episode of Tales from Terra. My name is Raul Alejandro Gonzalez Enriquez, but you can call me Ollie, or if you're trying to find me on Twitter, it's Lycus D Stratus. And last time on this beloved show, our detectives went on a journey to find Max's sister, and they did. They found River. She was being attacked by a genuine horror of a man. And after some encountering and then some brawling, Shin nearly died. Finally, I've been trying to kill that guy since the first fight. They managed to succeed, unfortunately, despite my best efforts. And they escaped with River, getting some new information about what's going on in the elongated mystery. Got some new leads to follow up on. They still have some stuff to check out with wow, I forgot her name.
Mary?
So yeah, thank you.
Markelian.
I can't believe I forgot the name of our primary victim. They have some new things to check out with Mary. See what's going on at her house, and that's where we're going to jump
see what she's
back.
up to lately.
Exactly.
Read all her secret love notes.
Oh, you will. But that's all I've got as sort of in terms of a recap. So let's jump back in. But before that, what's your guys' names? What are you doing?
Yo, what up, internet? My name is David. I go by Zenokami in various places on the internet. Actually, not very many various places. Maybe
Like
Reddit.
3 places.
Yeah, like one or two places. I'm in those dark corners. I'm not in those dark corners. I'm sorry.
He is not on 4chan.
This is going really well.
Edit that out. Yeah, he, him pronouns, and I play Shin, the wonderful, lovable, ever-endearing cyborg detective. And yeah.
Okay, I am Max, she, her pronouns, and I am sort of like a tinkerer, electric, magnetic engineer, and I like electricity, and I like my familiar, who is a cyborg crow named Minnie. She's super cute.
So, like I said, last we left off, you guys were heading
He's my favorite cosplay.
you were heading to Mary's house. And I believe this is part of your master plan. So, how does this look? What are you doing if you're trying to, get attention?
So we're completely in disguise, where Shin has reversed his reversible hoodie to the other side. I think it's gone from that fluorescent green to maybe like a fluorescent orange.
Right, more noticeable.
Yeah.
I've got the hair to match.
Yep.
Well, I think so. Just
There's
to
a couple of
recap,
gingers.
our plan is to sort of bring some attention to the fact that we're heading over to Mary's, or that River is going to be at Mary's, because we're using River as bait to lure in the bad guys who are after her.
We're basically periodically updating River's Instagram and Twitter, as we kind of go along, boarding the train and blah blah blah. LOL.
Selfie.
Almost just barely survived, but I'm here.
I would say we should
But we're
let
trying not
River.
to be in those shots. Yeah.
We should let River walk sort of ahead of us, and we're several meters behind.
I think between us, Shin will walk up front, River in the middle, and then Bison and you in the back.
Well, I was just thinking that she should look like she's going there alone.
Yeah, she will. But as far as how we kind of keep tabs on her, I think we kind of space out like that kind of work.
Sure.
Yeah, just strangers walking in the same direction. I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, casually going to the same place.
But I'm never gonna have to look back to see that River is kind of in line. I'll just kind of keep my spider sense, my sense on her. So every time she turns, I'm just gonna turn automatically as well.
Cool.
Yes, David, make sure you're talking into the mic.
Yes. Sorry, I should get closer.
So, all right, you guys are doing this. You're updating various social media apps, and making your way down to Mary's house. It is a hop, skip, and a train ride away, and you get there within about 35 minutes or so, like it takes a minute. Would you mind doing for me a couple of awareness checks to see if you gather any information about if anyone's watching?
Sure.
I don't understand you people that don't use dice cups.
I got a 10.
Got a 10, all right.
I did 11.
Okay. Pretty basic bare successes. So I can, with that, tell you that in the immediate vicinity, as you walk past people, you don't see anyone immediately, clock River. You don't see that anyone goes, and it has that attention that you would suspect. You don't see any recurring vehicles drive by or anything like that. You do, however, for just a moment, very brief moment, see a figure sort of peeking through the grates of the sewer. It was only for a flash, which we'll see where that goes. They don't know, nothing comes towards you, nothing tries to intercept you. That's all there is to that. What do you want to do? Do you want to just finish your walk to Mary's house?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I think we're just... Yeah, and after seeing that for the first time, the thing in the sewer, maybe paying a little closer attention to sewer grates.
Okay, sounds like a plan. Okay, so I believe this is the first time you guys have been to the Grove. Welcome to the Grove.
To the Grove, man.
Getting in the Grove.
Well, Max has been to the Grove a bunch.
Yes,
right?
yes. You've been a handful of times.
But in the game, yes.
Yes, indeed.
Do I have a dealer in the Grove or anything?
No. If you want drugs, you can try and ask a tree and see if it'll just produce some opium for you.
Is that legit?
Yeah, no, that's legit. The
Okay.
Grove will provide for you if
Okay.
it thinks you're worthy. And if you've taken care of it, it will take care of you. Or you can just try to ask also. We'll see what happens. Yeah, you're walking
Do your
up on the
description,
Grove.
but I'm gonna ask.
Okay, you're walking up on the Grove, and you see as this concrete hellscape of a city meets this unbending, almost forest. Like it is a overgrown garden that has encompassed this outskirts of this city, and it's large. They are city blocks worth of people and trees and forests right here in the edge of the city, which is rare. Outside of the city, you live almost in a desert. This is a beautiful oasis in a shitty place. And the entrance is just almost like a gilded gate made out of bark and leaves. And it's very much a natural formation. It's beautiful and it's calming. And as you step your way in, there are people about. There are people living a regular life, seeming like they're coming to and from work. Some people even coming in from the street in their full suits, coming in from whatever they do at work, and almost immediately, barely getting past the gate before ripping their ties off and just kind of letting it all loose. And as you walk through, these are huts sort of made from twisted bark. Nothing looks like it's ever been cut. The houses are formed from the trees themselves upon request and upon approval from the grove itself. And yeah, you eventually make your way to Mary's house, which is not only just her little hut. There's a secondary hut sort of appended to it, in which is her clinic, and it seems as though it is pretty close to the center of this area. It is a staple of this community.
Are there people outside?
Yeah, there are people rummaging around. There doesn't look like anyone's trying to get into the house itself or anything like that. Yeah, that's what you see. What would you like to do?
I'm going to kind of look around for any sort of private little alleyways or alcoves, maybe some like overhang awning just kind of off to the side that's, a little bit of ways and out of sight for the most part.
Okay, yeah, you can definitely do that. There's a lot of nooks and crannies in this place.
Okay, then I'm going to kind of make my way over towards that, kind of signaling to both River and Max to kind of head for that.
Okay. I will follow.
Group back up. All right, so now we'll do. Now's the fun part. We do what we do best. A little bit of investigatory work.
Investigation.
Investigation work.
We're investigators.
Private investigators.
Right.
So,
okay.
is it as far as entries into the structure? Are there like entries through the clinic and through like the house?
Yes, there are two primary doors. It looks like there's also, some sun or moon roofs or whatever, sun roofs.
Sunroofs, sure.
Sun window, big window in the roof to let sun in, so you don't have to put a light in.
Sure. Moon windows. I don't know if I can actually. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what they're called.
Okay. I'm going to go from the top because that looks awesome.
That's more your jam. That's fair enough.
Yeah. But I think the rest of you go in however you feel.
River, go in the front and then unlock the back, and I'll come in the back.
Does the clinic look open or active?
No, the clinic is currently closed.
Wait, we're at her. Oh, sorry. Her clinic and her house are in the same place.
Yeah, they're kind of like attached to each other.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, by a little tunnel, if you will, a little pathway.
Is one higher than the other?
No, they're roughly the same height. Okay. Nothing in this place has a second story, really.
Okay. Okay. Then I'm going to make my way over to. Are there like trees? You said like it's really overgrown, right? Is there like a tree or something I can climb to kind of get a view?
Oh, so many.
Okay.
Definitely.
I'm going to make my way climbing up into a tree, as cat-like and amazing as I do.
I'm. It's acrobatics, but you're climbing a tree. I feel like you don't have to roll, considering most of the time you're climbing a wall.
Yeah, but I'm going to roll it just for shits and gigs.
Just see how cool it is.
Yeah, let's get a definition on coolness.
Moderately cool.
It's a 12. 6 and 6.
It's cool enough. It impresses the heck out of River.
Does it impress the trees?
You hear maybe a golf clap, or maybe that's just the wind blowing. I don't know.
Okay. Well, as soon as I get into position and, it's just me and the tree for a little bit, and I'm just kind of going to observe into it while they kind of do their thing and get into position, I'm going to just whisper to the tree. And I'm going to say, I heard if I asked nicely, perhaps you might give me a wee bit of something to get the edge off. Kind of calm the other guy for a moment. I'd like to focus on my work, as it is. If you happen to...
roll a negotiate.
Mm-hmm.
Negotiate with this tree.
Any sort of bonus for climbing the tree well? Any sort of thing?
No.
Oh, wait, hang on. That's a max roll, though. That's a 10.
All right, that's a 10.
That's a max roll.
Shit. Plus your influence.
Which is a 6.
All right, cool.
16.
So here is what happens.
I can't intimidate the tree. Otherwise, I want to be nice to the tree. I kind of respect the tree.
So here's what happens. Some vine seems to sort of grow a little extra fast around the twig that's sticking out of the nearest you, and from that little vine, a couple of leaves just start to bloop, 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 and they definitely don't seem like they're from this tree. They're a different kind of leaf than what is naturally there, and You've hung out with Nana enough to know these are tea leaves.
Also, I have gardening as well.
You also have gardening. Yeah, you definitely know that this is a.
I forgot. Shin's a plant lover.
I don't know plants. The only plants I know are nothing. Actually, I don't know plants. But I've heard tea tree oil is a thing. Maybe that's a leaf as well. Whatever.
Sure.
But
in this room. Okay.
These little leaves come out, and you know for a fact this is a tea that's meant to calm the nerve. It doesn't seem as though this tree is willing to give you the hard stuff. It can produce cocaine. Like, it just can produce poppy seeds and the cocaine leaf, and it doesn't want to. But it does want to help you.
I kind of gather that, so I'm going to gently reach over and pluck the leaves off.
Yeah, you know,
don't
from
really
your
have a way. Yeah.
I was gonna say, you know, from your herbalisms and whatnot, that back in the day, people used to just kind of suck on the leaf to get the calming effects from it, which is actually what people used to do with cocaine leaves.
Yeah. So I'm going to take.
Except the opposite.
How many leaves do I got?
I'm gonna say 6. You got, you know, yeah.
I'm gonna take 2 of them, and I'm going to just kind of gently like rest them on my teeth, and then put the other 4, tuck them away, and just kind of sit there sucking on them while I watch the team kind of go in.
You look like Tom Sawyer with a little stem coming out your mouth, and you actually do hear the voice in your head going, "You really think that's gonna?" And then slowly get a little quieter. So like, it's still there, but it's very quiet.
I kind of let in like a really comfortable inhale. The first one that I've probably had for a good bit, because I've been kind of dry the last several sessions.
Right. So yeah.
Nice. That's nice.
Congratulations, you calmed yourself without getting extremely high.
I feel like that's a level, man.
That
should have been
that's an award. Sure, that's some sort of award.
Been one, but no.
We'll get there. We'll figure it out.
We'll get there. Okay, so I'm going to say I have minus 4 of these. Okay, so yeah, I'm just watching.
All right, so River is going to tell Max to go around. There's a big window. She's just going to let you in through there. And she just walks into Mary's house. She has a key. Like, she genuinely is a part of this place. And walks on in, locks the door behind her, and lets you in. If you're trying to be sneaky, which it sounds like you are, I need you to roll a stealth.
Okay.
See, I'm gonna remember to make you guys roll. I'm gonna remember.
It's a 9.
Ooh, okay. Is it total?
Total.
Oh, I thought that was on the dice.
No, not total.
Yeah. You know, you don't know what is there to even see you. You don't know who's around to see you, but you're seen. You were not particularly sneaky. What about you, Shin? You trying to get in sneaky?
I'm just watching them get in for a bit. I'm just I'm gonna let this kind of play out for a little bit. I'm gonna kind of try to stay hidden while I'm up there in the canopy, so I can kind of keep a view over the structure and then the surrounding to see if anybody followed them or is paying attention to them.
Okay.
I will also send Minnie to the opposite side of the building to keep an eye on the other side.
Yeah, so I'm just Tom Sawyering in a tree watching to see if anybody kind of comes up.
Do we have comms? Are we like, can we like, hello?
No, I don't think we do.
Maybe
no, you just have phones.
I don't have my
phone. You could, yeah. Well, yeah.
Minnie can communicate with me mentally, though.
Yeah,
that's
he can communicate with you. But yeah, I usually, when I do these little solo jobs, I like to kind of take Bison's eye with me thing. But I don't know if that costs him like a spell slot or if that costs him.
It's just 1 MP. He can handle it.
He's cool with it.
Yeah, he's built for MP. Don't worry about it.
If he's cool with it, I'll take one of those with me, so he can kind of be aware of what I'm seeing.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like a plan. Okay. In that case, both of you roll an awareness check and keep the number on hand. We'll check them out in a minute. Boop, boop.
Oh, that's really good.
All right, keep it on hand. So, Max, you're in you're in Mara's home. You and Bison both went in. River's there, and she's kind of just showing you around. And without much of an investigation roll, you see the house of someone who's a bit of a hoarder. Like, it's very neat, very tidy, but like there's this stack of like yearbooks essentially, but just like community poster books or whatever. It's like, this is the year that we did this here, and just stacked up from the ground to the ceiling. It looks beautiful. It looks like a decoration, but it's really just, well, I don't know where else to put this, so I made it into a decoration. And it's very warm. It's very lived in. It's very much, I can't get rid of any of this because it means something to me kind of place. And yeah, River joins you walking in and kind of tears up knowing that Mary is very much truly dead. Now you tell me, what are you looking for?
So the first thing I want to find is that box.
Okay.
In terms of like other things I'm keeping my eyes out for, letters, a journal, maybe any like newspaper articles that she has lying around, anything of that nature.
Okay. So yeah, as you're looking around, there doesn't seem to be too much out in plain view that's of great merit. You find a notebook that just seems to be a ledger of just, gotta take care of this person on this date, got a delivery on this date, this person's gonna need more medication for this and that, and so on and so forth.
How far back does that go?
That goes a fair bit back. You might be able to find more of this same thing.
Okay.
That goes farther back. This one goes back maybe about a year.
Okay. Yeah, I would be looking for more ledgers.
Okay. River can tell you. Yeah. If you want ledgers, I can find the files, and she'll go over to a drawer, and just pull it out, and it just keeps going and going. It's an extremely long drawer, and it's just how far back do you want to go?
This could take a while. I want to look for... So Kion told us that she had a consult with the king maybe like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm looking for some record of that.
She scrolls through for a while, and she pulls out a notebook from what would have been 20 years ago. A couple of notebooks from that, more or less that time period, and she looks through, and I guess she'll roll an investigation, or do you want? You should roll an investigation.
Yeah, I think we're both kind of teamwork in it. So, but yeah. I'll roll for sure.
You roll with advantage.
Okay.
How's that?
That works.
Because your sister's helping you. It's the first time in years you've talked, and she's been very much asking for your help.
It's really good.
Nice.
It's over 20.
Over 20, all right.
It's 23. I rolled a 10 on the dice.
I'm going to give you some stuff then. Here we go. You ready?
Stuff.
So you find you find a book. You find one of the notebooks, and it looks like there are pages torn out of them from a time that would have been roughly 20 years ago, 20-ish years ago, during this couple of months, which lines up with when River was saying that she started getting a little antsy, a little uncomfortable. And there's some dictation that you found that maybe she pressed too hard on the pencil. You did the whole rubbing thing. Actually, no, fuck that. You have fancy technology. You put on your goggles and you were able to see the imprints of the pencil marks, and it wrote out some stuff for you. And what you found is, for some reason, she penciled in the name of the princess. Thea. And that's all that you were able to make out of there, because the pages themselves were actually ripped out. But the impression, you were able to read that at least. Yeah. Good fucking roll. Now, you're looking for also the little box.
The little box, yeah.
You find it. It's a little lockbox. It's sort of like a fireproof lockbox safe sort of thing. And it requires a key. You can try to open it here and now. You can, try to break it open. You can try to do whatever.
I'll just use True Key. Spend an MP
Right.
and use True Key.
That's just a fucking spell you have.
I'll just do the spell.
Right. Yeah, you do the spell. You oop it on the phone, and it just and opens right up. Boom.
Beautiful.
A light emits from it. Golden. No. There are just a lot of papers, some of which in little, a bunch of different little envelopes. Looks like her filing system was to take paper, fold it, put it in an envelope, and store them more or less next to each other. She's not a businesswoman, all right?
Microsoft One. This game brought to you by Microsoft One.
It could be.
If only.
Microsoft, here's out.
But she has that available. She has separated as notes into various little envelopes, a couple of which say different names on them. One envelope says your Nana's name. One envelope says River's name and has a picture of River during her first delivery, and just a couple of after the first delivery, holding the baby. In Rivers, it just is a little note that talks about, like, looks like this girl has promise. She had a lot of issues going up, blah 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 blah, and kind of like her notes on River, her ideas, her thoughts, her beliefs, whatever. Your Nana's is just like a diary page, like pages from her own diary, just like the night, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, recounting old memories.
Yeah, you find one about them breaking into like a car dealership and taking one of the cars for a joyride before taking it back and trying not to be found.
Like, come on. And you give me shit.
Your Nana was not a good role model. She's gotten better.
There's hope.
Are there old pictures of her too?
Oh yeah, your Nana and Mary smoke shows. They were they were killing it.
Yeah, maybe.
Did you fall far from the tree?
Oh,
Get
they will
wrecked.
fuck you.
Yeah, no, they look very happy. They look like good pals, best friends. Not in the gay way of like gal pals, actual best friends.
Got it.
But you should always kiss your best friend, is my opinion. Anyways, there are there are other letters and other envelopes full of stuff. One just says business invoices, and one doesn't have any information written on it. And I'm gonna go ahead and say that you're here for this. You're for this specific thing. You're looking for what's going on here.
Mm-hmm.
So you read through all of these. Bison is helping you, and you find some information. It looks like the pages that she ripped from the notebook are here, but it looks like at some point or another, maybe she got scared, and she just scribbled over the whole thing, trying to get rid of some of that information, hide it from anyone. Why she didn't get rid of it? Well, I mean, you've looked around. It doesn't look like she can really get rid of things. So those notes aren't exactly readable right now. You'd have to try and do something to fix that if you want to do anything with it. But there's other stuff. There are newspaper clippings of Sia's life, of when she was shown to the public, her big birthday announcements in the newspapers, when she was shown, when she came out publicly saying that she's against her father's political agenda, and when she went off to medical school. When she went to medical school in the same city where she is the princess of, because of course. And that is what's in this card, along with the notes.
Okay.
The notes that were given to River. Sorry.
So the pages that were ripped. Oh, okay. Let's look at the
Notes that were given to River.
River.
Yes.
Let's look at those notes.
Yeah.
Cool. So the second one, like River said, it just says she wants to talk to you. The first note looks like it's from the princess. It's signed off, See Ya Craven. And it reads that...
See ya, Craven.
See Ya Craven. And the note reads, Dear Mary, I found out the truth. I don't know who I can trust. I don't know where to get more information, but I need to know the truth, who my mother really is. Please come talk to me. I can't do this through, I can't talk like this. We need to meet in person. And it just has an address.
What's the address?
The address is somewhere. I have it somewhere.
You can give it to me
The
later
address
if
is
you want.
somewhere.
I have a lot of different Google Docs. I'm not sure where I left the actual address.
It's okay. You can get it to me later.
Yeah. The number and name address, who cares? The point is that it's essentially in one of the parks near the castle, near the royal family's area. It's a public park, so it's not like people aren't allowed in there. It's just nearby the royal family's home. So
it's a ritzier area.
Yeah. Very little crime, that sort of thing. More police if anything goes wrong, if need be. Exact address, I forgot, but that's where it is. And the second note still just reads, she needs to talk to you again. Yeah, that's what you got there.
River, when you were living here, did Mary ever talk about the princess?
I mean, only when the news came up, I guess. I mean, a little while ago with the news about her and her dad kind of having a little spat about whatever. She mentioned that she's glad the princess seems like a sensible person, like she wants to help the people, but that's about it. She's not a very political person, to be honest.
Well, Mary knows something. I need to get Shin in here.
Mary knew something.
Yeah. I'm gonna go over to like a side window, maybe by where he is.
Okay.
And just tap on the window and try to get his attention.
Right. So as you say, we need to get Shin in here, and you start heading your way. The camera, swaps over to Shin's perspective. He's still just suckling on some leaves.
Suckling on the teat of the grove tree.
So what did you guys roll your awareness earlier?
17.
15.
15. All right. So
it was a critical success.
Did you want one for Minnie?
I'm gonna let that be for Minnie because she's flying around on the outside. You're on the inside now.
Well, in that case, it would have been +4 more, so it would have been 19.
Okay. So yeah, you guys are out there, or you're out there. Minnie's out there, and you start to see something. Something very difficult to spot. It looks like someone rustling through the foliage, but you don't see anyone. But as you focus your eyes, you start to see sort of light bending around something as it steps into the foliage. You see the the movement against the leaves and the brush. And then once it comes close enough within range, Shin, I suppose, you can feel it. There is a fully grown human or sapient creature within 9 meters. And Minnie noticed this. She saw the same mirage-like twisting of light around this creature as it appears an invisible or camouflaged individual has been eyeing you as you entered this place.
Bison's eye is with me, right?
Yeah.
So Bison, as I kind of clock it, I'm gonna kind of just whisper, Bison, are you picking this up? And I'm gonna ask him. I'm just gonna kind of like whisper to, or I don't know if I can speak to him while the eye is up.
Yeah, he can hear through the eye. He just can't speak through it.
Okay. So I'll just kind of whisper that.
All right. He'll start looking around. It's invisible, so I guess he'll have to, go through his different visions. He'll go thermal.
Yeah.
And try to find.
So I won't know anything, but at least he can kind of tell Max if this thing is like coming towards them or something.
Right. And yeah, I think between that and Minnie, you know what's going on. Whatever you want to know, I suppose, about this thing. With the help of Bison, you know that this seems to be a female figure. At the very least, it's got boobies. He's 10. And yeah, it is an invisible creature, and Minnie knows what's going on. Minnie sees everything that Shin saw. What would you guys like to do now that you know this thing? It appears to be sort of on the edges, trying to look inside the windows, see what you guys are doing in there.
I am going to kind of like go deeper into the shadows to try to hide from it so that it can't see me, especially when Max goes up to the window and starts tapping to signal me over. I'm just going to kind of hide there, and I want to see if the creature notices Max's tap.
Okay.
But I'm going to hide.
All right, well, roll a stealth, and I'm going to do something. I'm going to roll a couple things here for myself.
Yeah, meanwhile, I'll just say I tap, and then I notice, I hear Minnie trying to tell me that someone's there, and then I tell River to just hide, like get under the table or something.
Oh, God dang it.
So,
I'm trying to remember what stealth falls under. So that's agility, right?
yes, it's your smoothness, your flow. Although I do want there to be, I want to make a new archetype called the Con Man, and their stealth is going to be bluff-based, where you just walk into an area and you're disguised because you look like you're supposed to be there.
So that's a 7 on the roll with a +6 in stealth for a total of 13. So,
all right, you're well hidden. I rolled a 1 on my dice, and 2 more 1s on my extra dice. So,
oh my God.
Fuck me.
Can't see me because I'm blurry.
So yeah, they can't notice you, and you have positioned you have positioned yourself so that you can sort of feel where they are, knowing that you have that ability. And Max taps on the window, and Minnie's paying attention. Everyone's paying attention. And it appears that this startles whoever's following you. They duck and cover, like they get down and try to make sure that they aren't being noticed. But they don't seem to notice anyone noticing them, so they, with a little bit of renewed confidence, try to make their way closer to the window, knowing that there was someone there.
Okay. I observe.
Cool.
I stay hidden and I just observe.
Cool.
If I start to see weapons or anything, though, let me know.
Will do. Here's what happens. It looks, you guys continue sort of to play this game. This back and forth of keeping an eye on each other, trying to see what's going on. And it doesn't seem like they're going to make the first move in terms of an attack. But Shin, you notice some movement that they keep doing, a repetitive motion they keep doing, and Minnie is the one that notices along the hut there seems to be things have been placed along the hut in various places. Yes, they're very small, almost like needle-sized things, just kind of stuck.
After so the person's putting them in, or
yes,
they okay.
They haven't pulled out any like major weapons. They're just putting these little needle-sized things into the wall of the hut. You notice their repetitive motion doing this thing. They seem to have outlined by 4 places the window that they saw Max in, and in a few other spots nearby.
We should get him.
Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to attempt to kind of sneak up behind them while they are in the process of doing that.
Okay.
I'm going to I'm going to be prepped to draw my handgun as I think a free action because of my integrated weapons. Yeah. So can I draw that silently?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so I'm going to kind of like flick that out, put it in my hand, kind of get up right behind them while they're kind of doing their thing, press the barrel, and I'm just going to kind of suck loudly on a leaf and go. I would make no sudden movements if I were.
Cool. I want you to do one thing for me as you do that. That all happens. 100%. Roll a mental fortitude check for me.
You got it, boss. What am I rolling for mental fortitude?
Get your
mental fortitude,
sheet up.
which is a skill, and influence. It's a skill under influence. Mental fortitude.
Well, I don't have mental fortitude, but I do have a 6 in influence and an 8 on the dice for a total of 14.
Cool. As you're summoning this handgun, it's almost as if your hand tries to make it into a different weapon. You're not sure which weapon, but it was trying to fuck shit up in some way, shape, or form.
Noted.
All right. So this person stops what they're doing and just kind of stands very still. You can feel their hands sort of, back away from things. They've been spotted. They don't know how, but they know that you were able to at least observe them.
You seem quite busy there. Mind shedding some light on what it is you're up to?
You hear a very digitized voice come back at you. And it responds, "You might want to duck." And it's gonna snap its fingers. And a little explosion's gonna happen.
I knew it.
So everybody make a dodge. Get out of the way. Get out of the way of the wall.
I can't be surprised. Does this give me any sort of advantage to being for dodging this?
Yeah, I'm gonna say you get an advantage. You can't be surprised. That's fair.
Woo, maximum!
Damn.
15 for dodge.
Not maximum. That's a 10.
All right.
Oh, hang on. No, I plus 1 because of arachnid. That's 11.
All right. So, Max, you're scot-free, and you roll out the way. You even pop back up, and you're doing dandy. You're fine. You are ready to go. This does not surprise you. Minnie, as she's looking around, she clocked chirping in your ear in whatever mental link you have, letting you know, hey, you might want to do something, and you were prepared.
Maneuvers.
I am going to immediately start packing all the papers and ledgers and stuff, put the box in my bag, and so that we can maybe get out of here and review that stuff elsewhere.
Smart move. So, that explosion happens, and Shin, you can tell with your special features that they are making a beeline, just running for the box that Max is holding.
Going after them.
All right, let's roll.
Or you know what?
into
I'll
them.
try. You know what? I will. I still have my gun out. I'll take a wing clip shot because I went through all the trouble of pulling the gun out. I'm gonna try to wing clip them. You know, just kind of like
Alright.
in a knee or like just kind of aim low as they're running by.
Okay, let's do it. Let's say that this is a quick, reaction. You can't be surprised. So let's do your shot.
Ooh, that's a 9 on the roll.
All right, it hits. Shut the fuck up with your numbers. It hits.
The dice
not gonna-
says yes.
They're not going to try to dodge because they already had a thing in mind. But you shoot them in the leg, and you hear a very robotic yelp as clear damage is done. Blood spurts out, and you see sort of whatever camouflage they were using sort of spark a little bit as they seem to be using some sort of device to camouflage themselves. And with this new situation, they turn around and they run as fast as they can. They're trying to escape now.
I'm going after them.
You gonna chase them?
Jason.
I'm gonna just tell River to pack up as much shit as you can, and we're getting out of here.
Okay. Oh boy, let's give chase, my friends.
Throwing my pistol away and going.
All right, what's your movement speed there, Shin?
How do I determine my movement speed?
It's on the right-hand side of the first page of your character sheet.
I don't know if I've wrote down my movement speed.
Agility +3.
Agility +3, so 9.
All right, so you can move 9 meters in a round, which is roughly 9 meters in 1 to 2 seconds. You're pretty fast. You're pretty fast, dude.
Pretty fast guy.
That's like 30 miles an hour. This is assuming you don't dead sprint, but whatever. So, all right, you have the advantage on them in speed. So they're going to try to put some obstacles in your way.
Okay, do it.
What are they going to do? All right, cool. They're going to you can see them a little more. They're still invisible, but every few seconds or so, like the invisibility will have like a ripple effect that goes through it as it seems something mechanism is sort of not doing so well, and you see them tossing more needles out into the branches, and
Oh no.
they're going to explode, and they're going to try to make trees and whatnot fall in your path.
Okay. Okay. I've got
All
good
right.
dodge and. Okay, bring it. Bring it.
All right.
What do you need?
That was a 10 on my dice, so I'm going to say this is a good impediment. So you're going to need to break a 15 for your dodge to not get slowed down. This isn't going to do damage, this is you getting slowed down.
Getting slowed down. Gotcha. Okay, so I'm rolling a d10 and agility plus my dodge.
Yep.
Okay.
Plus your dodge or acrobatics, whatever you feel best suits the situation.
Ooh, 8 on the roll. Plus 6 is a 14. Plus 1 is 15 for my. So 15.
15?
Beats it?
Yeah, meets it beats it. All right, so you're not slowed down
Yes.
at all. They got a bit of a head start on you, but you're catching up already. So, before we, move on to whatever we're doing, Max, you said you're packing your stuff up and you're trying to get out of there?
Yeah, I'll probably take a round or two to pack everything up,
Okay.
and then we're just gonna run.
Okay, cool. Is there anything else you want to take from this place other than the box, maybe the ledger or whatever.
Yeah, box. Just the ledgers that we had looked at. And yeah, I think that's it.
Okay.
If there was a journal lying around anywhere, I would have grabbed that too, but I don't know if we got that far.
I'm going to say go ahead and do one more awareness check or investigation to try and find maybe one more piece of her stuff around here.
Okay. 16.
All right. Yeah. You find a more personal journal in Mary's belongings in her nightstand. This is an old, hefty book. It looks like this is one she's had for years. She writes maybe less frequently, but it's a personal thought journal. Like, hey, this whatever's going on, this is how I feel, this is what I think. Maybe this is how she kind of works through her thoughts and emotions.
Okay. Yep. Taking that.
All right. That's what you're doing. Back to Shin. You're about a round away from this person, and you're getting closer to the city itself. They're pretty quick, not as quick as you, unfortunately, but they're pretty quick. And that distraction did not work for you. So instead, they're going to try to attack people. They're going to throw a couple of explosive needles into a couple passerbys nearby to see if that might distract you.
Can I know I'm faster than them, okay? So can I maybe just I'll cut my speed down a little bit, right? But I'm wondering if I can get in between the passersby and the person as they're throwing the needles, and then use my deflect projectile reaction to bounce the needles up into the air, away from the people.
Yeah. We'll do we'll do a roll.
I think. Hang on. There might even be some text here. I can pull up for you.
Okay.
What did you write all these years ago?
Yeah, it was years ago, honestly. It was taking a long time.
It is called For the Fences. Here it is. Repel a ranged attack, both physical and magical, using your reaction to the melee attack the incoming spells. Yeah, so I'm just kind of punching the things, I guess. So I am making a melee attack against the projectiles?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Okay.
This will slow you down a little bit because you are slowing down to do this, but you're not going to be stopped. You're not going to have to, whatever.
Perfect. Then I'm making a melee attack. That's an 8 on the roll. And if I'm using strength, which I will, that's a 7. So 15 to bounce the needles.
I was going to say, this is going to be a hard one because you're trying to punch needles, which are pretty small.
But I can dodge bullets.
Trying to punch a needle in a haystack.
I know exactly what they are.
Perfect. You slap them away, and they explode in the air. And people around you start, freaking out and running away. And you can renew your chase as you're about to enter the city limits.
Doing it. Going after them.
All right. They push someone over and get into someone's car and tear ass.
That's a move.
You just fart in the driver's seat?
Yeah, they just rip it in the driver's seat. Yeah, they tear off just down the road. You're actually not that far behind. You also gonna steal a car and chase after them? You're gonna start a high-speed chase?
I'm thinking about it, but I'm also thinking maybe I just take some gunshots.
Okay, yeah. Try and take a gunshot or two.
Yeah, I'm thinking, how many shots can I get off before they get out of reach?
I'm gonna say 2.
2 shots? Okay. Do these cars have gas tanks?
Hannah, roll a d20 and tell me what number it is.
5.
It's electric, I'm sorry.
Okay. That's all right. Does it have a battery?
Presumably?
I probably don't know enough about cars. It's got
If
wheels.
I was there, I could
right?
tell you. A battery expert.
It's got wheels.
Okay. I'm going to take 2 shots at wheels.
All right. This will be hard.
I'm going to see if I can pop some wheels and maybe slow this fucker down.
Yeah, this will be you're gonna need at least a 15 because this is a pretty accurate shot you're trying to make.
Okay. Let me see if I got anything here that I can do. Okay, so arms combat. I got one in arms combat. I'm just gonna roll both.
Do it.
So I'm rolling a d10 and a d4 from each of them, right?
Yep.
Okay, hang on, not too bad. Let's see, 8 and a 4 for 12.
What's your
and plus 6, so 18.
18 hits. Did your other one hit?
The other one is a 12, even.
Okay. No. Yeah, you get one hit in. It hits the tire and it pops, and it doesn't stop the car, but you hear it, ripping through down the road as the rims tear into the concrete itself. And from a distance, you see the car, tailing out of control. It turns the corner, and you hear a crash.
I'm gonna run up to the crash.
Okay. Then I'm gonna need one last awareness check, possibly.
One last one for now.
Good at awareness. I'm not good at picking up d4s though.
Who is?
That's a max roll. Critical success.
Alrighty.
4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. So 5 plus 10. So that's a 20, sir.
All right.
That is like 20.
Like a
So here's
like 2 10s.
like 2-0.
oh boy. So here's what you get. They are gone. They crashed, but they got out. They ran away. You, even with your impeccable awareness, you can't see them. You presume they're still invisible and also farther away. But you notice they bled on the car. You have a blood sample if you want it.
Get it.
No, not like that. For anyone listening and not watching, he's trying to lick it. He's gonna lick it.
I don't have a vial on me.
I do. I'm running to catch up.
And yeah, I'm going to just kind of hang here and just wait for the rest of them to catch up, and I'm going to point out the blood sample as soon as they do.
All right. In that case, Max hands off the vial to Bison. He'll sneak grab into the car, and then he's gonna come back and be like, "All right, guys, let's beat feet." And he just runs away. His tiny little body.
I'm gonna be like,
Scruffy.
we just ruined this guy's car.
While you're
I'll come back and fix it.
doing that, I'm like grabbing you by the arm and jogging away.
I promise I'll be back.
And the person whose car got stolen, you see them like walking up finally and going, "Oh, my car!" And
Is it Ken?
No.
Ken.
Yes, it's Ken.
This was Ken's replacement car from the last
Yes.
Poor Ken.
As we're going, I'm gonna chuckle if it's Ken.
With your 20 awareness, you also saw that in his passenger seat, he also had a wedding ring, a engagement ring box. Maybe who knows what's going on with him and that lady.
Ken and Barbie.
Anyways, Ken and Barbie, you're right. Thank you.
I'm taking.
No, too late. That was a flashback. We're moving on. You're not ruining
I had a
Kente
20
anymore.
awareness. I would have noticed it. I would have gone in, saw the blood, and be like, "Oh, I can't do anything about that. I'll let them know." Oh, ring.
You know, I'm changing the campaign. Ken is the final enemy. The big bad boss. Anyways, yeah, you guys take off. Where do you go?
Tavern.
We should probably go back to the tavern. I think we need to rest.
I think
And we have a lot of
we-
shit to review. I've got like a full pack.
I think if, as we get going, Shin is going to try to also lead us in like a very roundabout way to the tavern. Like,
In case anyone's following us.
in case anyone's following us. Like, we're kind of, take some weird routes, backtrack even a little bit at some points.
Yeah, I feel like the tavern knows its clientele, and it has like entries that are like a block away, and you have to just walk down a shitty alley for a while, and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that.
Yep.
Uh,
If we, like, as we're going along, if we see any, like, I don't know, like street people, people who are just kind of like hanging out on the block and that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
Right? If we see any of them, I'm going to walk up to one of them and I'm going to say, "Oi, you, do me a favor. Anybody walks by asking about us, you didn't see anything. Actually, you did see us, and we went that way," pointing in the total opposite direction. And I'm going to hold up a ring and say, sound like a fair deal."
This newsboy ass looking kid is like, "You got us, sir."
Perfect.
Sucks the ring.
Yes, sir.
Does he have a hat?
Yeah, he's got a little newsboy hat on.
I'll talk
Little
about that.
Oliver Twist kid.
Yeah.
I'm giving him a gold ring, so I think he'll be okay with me taking the hat as well.
All yours, buddy.
All right, I'm gonna give the hat to Bison.
We're
I'm gonna
rich.
just okay. Well, actually, I'm gonna hang on to the hat for now. But yeah, we're making our way.
Cool. In that case, roll a stealth with advantage. I'm gonna say if you're leading the pack, it's your stealth because they're following you.
Not great. That's a 9.
Did you roll with advantage?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, nothing immediately happens. Oh well. You're at the cavern.
Did we? Was it on the way, perhaps, to maybe drop that blood sample off at the lab?
You can definitely do that.
Yeah, that's definitely been a part of our route. Yeah, we'll kind of like that'll be part of our little weird backtracks. and
Okay.
shit.
I believe that is your second use of your DNA guy.
Yes, it is. How many? Do we have a limited number of uses with him?
2.
Yeah, 2 for all of your contacts have 2 uses.
Gotcha. Okay.
If you want another one, I don't know. You could call him, try and strike up a
No.
deal, pay some money.
No, I think this is the one.
All right. So,
Whew.
you're back at the tavern.
That was a close one.
I don't know, but at least we've got something to show for it. We've got a blood sample cooking, and what was it that you all found now in here?
Oh yeah, we got a lot of stuff. So Mary definitely has had some secrets in her midwife activities. She's got pages ripped out. You can just barely see that she had written Princess Sia's name on behind one of the pages that she ripped out, so something was going on there. She's got all these like articles and like pictures of Sia's life, so she's been interested in Sia's life for some reason. And this, and I hand the note to Shin that says, "Dear Mary, I found out the truth. I don't know who I can trust. I don't know where to get more info, but I need to know the truth, who my mother really is. Please come talk to me. I can't talk like this. We need to meet in person." And then there's the address.
So Princess Sia's mother's not who everybody thinks it is.
Correct. Do you remember
No.
when we were meeting with Princess Sia and she said that she wasn't very close with her mother? So the queen, it would be? the queen
Queen, aye.
dislikes Sia because Sia has a different mommy.
Royals and their politics.
I know. It's just crazy.
So
But it all kind of makes sense now. So
someone who killed Mary Killian for possibly revealing what they know about Sia's birth. Who do we know that would have issues? Mary Killian, if Mary Killian were alive with the knowledge that she's got, who has reason to kill her?
well,
Remember, the person we spoke to, they seem very much anti-authority.
who?
So-
Kion?
No, the person on the phone.
Oh yeah, the person on the phone. Yeah. Well, if Kion and the royal family seem to work together, so maybe Kion is behind this.
Can't say. Yeah.
Bison speaks up a little bit. It's just, Kion, I mean, he could definitely have done something, but it also seems too gentle for him. Like, what happened to Mary was awful, but he doesn't seem like he would leave precise incision marks and surgically alter a body.
That's
I
true.
wouldn't
That's
say-
true.
Yeah, I
Do we know-
wouldn't say Kion's our killer.
Kion's more of a stab him right through the chest kind of guy.
Yeah, with his fist.
Yeah, that was creepy. Hey, do we know any
Wait.
creepy dentist?
I mean, yeah. Creepy dentist.
Wait,
He's a-
Kion's not a dentist.
No.
It would
Well,
be
we don't know any creepy ones, but we know Dennis. He might have some information.
Dennis the dentist.
Dennis, last name Tree. The forensic dentist.
Nice.
And I mean, he might know someone in his field who's, maybe a little creepy or something.
I mean, it did really, you make a good point. Like, it seemed like that guy or person, whoever did this to Mary, really knew their way around a set of teeth. And all the numbers and all the precise incisions.
Maybe more than just teeth. Like, her whole body was altered. There
Yeah.
are pieces missing and replaced. She was posable. You know how hard it is to alter like that?
Yes, we got like some kind of creepy surgeon on our hands.
Well, we've also got something of a lead in two ways. This person probably doesn't work alone, because whoever put Mary in that position is not the same person that would have tried to kill River.
Yeah.
That fellow was something else entirely. And then the one we've tangled with today, Bison, did you happen to get any recordings of that person?
Of our fight today? Yeah. I recorded a good chunk of it. I also I had to, because when we noticed when I noticed his powers changing based on sort of the things that were happening in the cold.
The invisible chick at the Mary Killian.
Sorry. A lot has happened today. We have not actually sat down very long.
It's been a long day.
No, I didn't, but Minnie might have it with her mechanical eye. We might be able to try and get some of the
See if we
stuff
can
off
get
of
some
there.
sort of image of who that person was.
Minnie, did you take a recording?
Because I probably just saw their back for the most point.
Yeah, even if you didn't, like, their face was covered by whatever device they were using, you would have only just seen like the outline of a face, which is hard to.
But they didn't get the box in the end, though, right?
No, we got the box.
But we definitely saw boobs.
Yeah. Bison went inside. They probably like told Max, like, I think it's a lady. There's a lady hiding. She's, yeah.
You know.
boobies.
I'm just stretching.
Just stretching.
Okay.
Yeah, so we might be able to get something off of Minnie, but I personally didn't. I was inside the whole time.
Minnie, come here. And she comes onto my lap, and I just start tinkering with her little mechanical eye.
Yeah, this isn't exactly a feature that we have installed, so do a tech you, see if you can get anything off of her cache of memory.
I'm going to get a whiskey from behind the bar. I'm going to get 2 whiskeys, and I'm going to offer the second one to River.
She takes it with aplomb and appreciation. This has been a very, very bad day for River.
Ooh.
I'm going to slip one of my leaves into it.
Thank you.
It's a 20.
Fuck a doodle. Yeah, this is an organic robot computer thing, and
Done
you
this a million times.
Yeah, you just connect your fucking phone to it and just fidget around. Like, we're in into the organic mainframe. And
I don't know if we're actually gonna see anything though.
So here's the thing: you don't see them, but you are able to, notice all the things that Minnie noticed, and you're able to not only just notice them. It's as if Minnie is seeing them again. This isn't just a video recording. This is her memory, her actual memory, not just RAM, being like brought back to the surface and digitized for our viewing. So you can manipulate this a lot more. You can, zoom in on stuff and do whatever else you need. And what I'll say that you do notice, what you can notice for sure, is that she was actually following you for a while. While you were making your way there, you guys did not roll great awarenesses. Not bad, but not the best.
Not great.
And you guys got 11 out of 10. For an invisible person, you gotta get at least a 15.
Oh yeah.
So she was invisible this whole time, but we just sort of see like this, like every once in a while, a little blip or something.
Yeah, a little mirage effect as light kind of traverses through and around. Especially when something goes behind her, too close to her, you see the distortion effect for a moment. Yeah.
The question is, was she following you, River, or was she following us? Like, did she know that we were? I mean, our disguises were pretty good, so.
All right, that's fair. It does look like she was following River.
Okay. Okay, so River, I'm sorry to say you still have a tag on your head there, so we better lay low.
She's quick.
Okay.
Whatever the folks we're dealing with seem to be unscrupulous in the extreme. Tried to kill a bunch of just bystanders to keep me from catching them.
Yeah, that was pretty brutal.
Wow. Okay. Look, I don't want to cause any trouble for this establishment. You see Janice and Clary, they're just there in awe, like they're paying attention, like this is their soaps. They're watching TV right now, like this is intense. And they're like, oh my god. And that happened? I'm
gonna kind of look at my empty glass and be like, and I wonder why that's happening now.
So River's just gonna be like, I don't want to, put this establishment in any more danger. I know this might seem a little crazy, but I think I'm gonna go stay with Nana. Despite everything, if we need the police, all she has to do is take a step outside, and they'll be there. And listen, Mary told me a lot of stories. Nana ain't no slouch. She
I've seen some pictures. She was quite a slouch.
Hey, that's my grandma you're talking about.
I think I'll be safe there.
Okay, but you gotta. I want to escort you there, and I want you to wear a disguise.
Okay. At this point, Clary will chime in and be like, I can help with that. And she'll put a hand over your sister's head and engulf her in flame for a hot moment. And then she'll come out looking very different. She'll be all, makeuped up and like, it looks like there could be more changes, but she just made her look very, very different, very fancy. She's got a big old dress on. It's like this? Or do you want something else?
Well, maybe something a little more low-key, like that doesn't draw attention. But
and,
you look beautiful.
And she redoes it, and there's enough change. Like there's even contouring, so her face looks different. Claire is very good at makeup, and yeah, she's in disguise. And you guys are gonna head back to your Nana's house.
Yeah, I'll go drop her.
While we're just kind of like decompressing over there as well, I'm also gonna take the paperboy hat and I'm gonna put it on Bison.
He likes it. He's like, all right, yeah. He just touches it up, and he looks surprisingly happy considering the weird day and week that this child has had.
I'm just gonna kind of pet him on the shoulder.
Bison, you're a good kid.
I'll let that go to your head.
He chuckles like, I know, and just fixes up his hat and goes to show off to Janice.
Cute.
And back to Grandma's house we go.
Indeed you do. And I'm gonna say this has been about an hour of recording, I believe.
I think so. Pretty close, yeah.
Sure, so yeah.
So that's gonna be it for this one. You make it to your grandma's house. Everyone's safe and sound for the night. You guys can take an actual rest and recover hit points.
I'm gonna give Grandma the 3 leaves that I got from the grove too.
Ooh, these ones don't grow around these parts. Oh, you must have done something nice for those trees.
I sat on it.
That's a pretty nice thing to do. And she gives you a little poke at it just takes those leaves and puts in a little drawer. All right. Thanks everybody for watching. Our players and our characters are going to decompress for a little while. We'll see you guys in another couple weeks. Remember that anything else you want to watch from us will be on our YouTube channel, Delta Cryptid Productions, and you can always find more of our stuff on any podcast app if you wish. Have a wonderful time. Get vaccinated. Don't be a dickhead. Bye.
Get vaccinated. Bye.
Don't be a dickhead.
Good.